What's up, YouTube? We are live. I'm Jim. Hope everyone fantastic day. We are just all up in the Christmas season. Today is Friday, payday for many of us. So that's something to get excited about right there. Hey, but I'm not even going to wait for people to come in. This is going to be a quick video. Um, Week or so ago, I made a video about preparing for goal setting. It did not go viral by any stretch of the imagination, let me tell you. But I really believe it's some valuable content in that. So if you haven't seen preparing for goal setting, you don't have to stop watching this now and go see it. You can watch this, but go back and see it because this is kind of a little bonus video. Originally, it was intended to be two parts: preparing for goal setting, getting everything you need to know, get ready to goal set, and then do it. But I forgot something, and I've written down 3 things that you'll want to do. Well, go back and see the preparing goal setting video, and then you'll want to do what I'm getting ready to go over right now. And sometime in the next few days, the goal setting video is going to come out. It's going to be right around Christmas, maybe right after Christmas. But I know the new year is approaching and everything, and one thing I really like to do is set goals for a year when the new year comes. But that ain't the only time. And I don't call them New Year's resolutions because it's gotten to the point now where people expect themselves and other people to fail, especially on the New Year's resolution thing, because it's usually like one thing, like stop smoking or eat better, healthy, go to the gym 5 days a week, or whatever the case may be. But the thing on goal setting, like if you see this video, like January 15th, you could start a goal thing to change your life on January 27th if you want to. That part is irrelevant, but it is pretty cool to start it at the beginning of the year and do it by. But anyway, steps to goal setting. Now, what I mentioned in the preparing for is take a day or a week to actually just start thinking. Okay, I know you think, unplug as much as possible, but during this thinking time, you want to review any kind of past goals that you may have set. For many of you, actually writing down and setting goals and creating a plan for life may be new territory, and that's cool. It's going to be very exciting for you. Um, but reflect on past goal settings and what kind of lessons learned. Now, also, start giving some thought to think about the person you could be if you had a plan. Okay? Think about the person you could be if you had a plan. The most optimal you, the most disciplined you, the most showing of your talents and blessings that you have version of you. Not somebody else, not Trucker Jim, not Barry Sanders, Ricky Steamboat, nobody like that, not Beethoven. You, the best you can be. Just start actually giving some thought and visualizing yourself being outstanding. Now, that's the first thing, which most of that is actually centered around thought more than anything else. So that's something you can do while you drive. Now, here's something you really can't do while you drive, and this is called brainstorming. I've been doing this, guys. Now, you don't necessarily have to do everything step by step exactly like I am. You could. That's why I'm making this video and sharing it. But let's see. This is my notepad that also made. Here we go. This is brainstorming, guys. Now, when I started this a few days ago, I had short term over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's midterm, and then there's long term, and just I did. Now, there was not a lot of critiquing, and not a whole lot of like qualifications for what went on this paper, other than it popped into my head and it made me feel good and get a little excited about the possibilities of accomplishing that. I'll share some of these brainstorm ideas with you guys. Finish YouTube Secrets, which is I don't know, it's around here somewhere. It's a book that I'm reading. Start Script, which I'm going to be writing. I don't think it's going to be a movie. I think this is no. I need to quit saying think. This is actually going to turn into a series called The Greatest Salesman in the World. That'll be a lot easier on my writing. I'll have to write a freaking trilogy before I have a finished script. I can do it by episodes. But open video purposes 44, which I've actually already done. I'll show you guys a business license. It's in the Chevy, but I want to get business cards, a YouTube channel, start Instagram for my side gig, side business. But also my main thing, which we've got here, start the G&P YouTube channel, get business cards, a Trucker Jim email, get the MacBook that the company is going to be provided for me. Make a Christmas list. Have a memorable time with the kids, which I'm going to be getting the kids right after Christmas. Join the YMCA is on here, and swim and basketball. Let's see. I want to make a video with a guy that's leased a GMP truck. But let's see. And I've got my income goal, already jotted down on here. I hadn't set the official goals yet, but we'll see. But it may only be bumped up to 90 because I don't set a goal I don't intend to achieve. I don't. I mean, you could set a goal. I'm gonna make $250,000 next year, but if you only made 50 this year, all right, that's cool. But what's your plan? Because to make 5 times the income you did last year, because more than likely you have to put 5 times the effort, or at least 5 times the value. And then I've got things like a brand deal that I'm wanting to get for next year. I've got I don't know what it is, but I played kickball over at with some friends a couple of months ago, and I'm starting to have visions of a kickball league. And I've heard rumors that there has been a kickball league in Greenville before. But also, I'm starting to work on the video purposes goal, and I think what I'm wanting to do, because I'm in the brainstorming phase right now. So, and if you're thinking and you're wondering, during this phase, that's okay. That's so we get to the absolute crystal clear. I have a plan after the goals have been set. When we start off. In my case, it's going to be the new year, and that's a good way to do it. I think get an enclosed trailer. But brainstorming, have you a pad that just anything that just jot it all? And some of this, I'm not ready to share yet because I'm still in the planning phase of it. But have a brainstorming page. It was pretty fun. And then number 3, similar to the brainstorming page, what I like to call a better me. Yeah. Describe the way you would like to be described. This is a fun exercise, guys. I've got mine back here, but like if someone was describing you, what would they say? What do people say about you when your back is turned and you're nowhere around? Well, I ain't saying people saying this right now, people, okay? This is a goal setting better me exercise. But some of the things that I wrote down is I would love to be known as a smart businessman, easy to work with, a planner, an organizer, delivers quality, in shape, exercises regularly. He's clean, smells fantastic, has cool trucks, big trucks and four-wheel trucks. Up on tech gear, is an Apple guy, entertaining, great karaoke, good smile, good laugh, explains things in an easy to understand manner, has a great beard. Uh, Fun edits and real cool transitions. That's what Trucker Jim does, right? Makes great videos. Personable, will listen to others, healthy eater, inspires others to set goals. That's what I want you guys saying. Like, I wasn't going to set goals, but I saw a Trucker Jim video, and dadgummit, I think I can do something. And I was trying to quote that Saturday Night Live thing. Dadgummit, people like me. But people do like you. Inspire others to set goals. Whoops, I just lost my pen. And be the creator. I don't know if it's going to be called the Trucker Jim universe or the greatest salesman in the world universe or whatever. As far as spinoffs, it's going to come from some of these episodes. But yeah, that's it. So the two main things, other than thinking, reflecting, reviewing past things, everybody's situation's a little different, but spend some time and thought thinking about what you want, thinking about who you want to be. And then actually you got to put pen to paper. Because a goal that is not written down, it is not a goal, is it, people? No, sir. It is a wish. And, well, something powerful happens when pen hits paper. So grab your paper, grab your pen. Don't do this while you're driving. And you want to have two sheets that, like on this one here, I've got a few more spots. I think I can fit something else there. And I probably will. Yeah, let me show it to you again. All filled up. So I've got like a spot right there and maybe right there. I can still continue with my brainstorming of potential goals I want to set for myself for the next few months, for the upcoming year, or beyond that. And then also, secondly, write out a list of describing the better you. A better me. Describe the way you want to be described. And then upcoming in my goal video, we'll take a look at those and we'll use some of those things to start setting goals for next year. Because there's all different types of goals, guys. I mean, the easy one is how much money and, numbers and, things like that, or percentage of growth or whatever the case may be as far as career and business goals. I mean, absolutely in today's society, unless you're already financially independent, that may be something you want to put a little planning and a little thought into. But it's not limited to just that. Um, you know, family goals with your spouse, your kids, whether it's working on that relationship or things you guys do together, time on the weekly basis that you spend with your kids or your wife, or if you're married, a date night or something like that. You want to incorporate that in to your regular schedule while you're setting your goals up for the year. That's a great time to implement those type of changes, right? But also exercise routine, whether you're going to the gym, whether you like to run or whatever your thing is. I personally like to kayak. I've only done it a few times this year, but those were great times, or, whether it's vacations with them, those are the kind of things you want to incorporate into your goal setting. But it goes beyond that. And, of course, like the bad habits and, like if you're a smoker, I don't know. Maybe you just want to keep on smoking and take your last draw on your deathbed. If that's your goal, you can use that too. I'm not here to judge, guys. I'm just telling you, when you take time and think about your situation, the things you've done well, the things you probably could have did a little better, and then those moments, what were you thinking? Reviewing all of those, and then well, yeah, let's go to the comments. I hadn't even looked at any yet. We got Matthew Miller in here, Jim Dunn, Asphalt Cowboy Kentucky is in here. Morning, Kentucky. Ken Justice is in the house along with Maverick. Let's see, Ken, been in and out of hospital, bud. Hope you and Misty and your family have a wonderful Christmas. Well, man, I'm sorry you've been in. I've seen some of that on Facebook, Ken. I hadn't been as plugged into, I don't know, social media and things as much. Not that I've been a total hermit from it, but I just hadn't been doing that much. And as you got, I'm sure there's a few comments. Where the hell you been? Why ain't you been making any videos, Jim? Which I did make a few live ones and end up taking them down. I'm going to leave this live video up, though. But what's been going on with me is, guys, speaking of goals, the goal that I had set for myself and I didn't set this at the beginning of the year. I set this, a few months in, that I want to make $80,000 from GMP trucking for the year 2018. And I did an income video. It was slightly past the halfway point of the year, and I think I was at like 45 then. If you hadn't seen that video, I think it's called "How Much Money Does a Truck Driver Make?" or something like that. I'm not in the thumbnail, it's a truck and some cash and stuff. Pretty cool video though. But I share, like my pay stub and stuff at that point in the year. Well, we're coming close to the end of the year, and I have not eclipsed 80,000 yet. I am really, really close. Last week when we got paid, I was $3,617 shy of it. Last week's gross pay, anyway, I was solo. It was like 1,400 or something. And I was planning on teaming with Elvis for like the whole week and having a $2,000 week. I was expecting this referral bonus, which did not hit today for some reason. So I got to call recruiting and find out what's up on that. And, well, even though it's Friday, I'm not taking off. I got to push a little bit more, people. I got to run today, which still got the red light. I'm getting loaded in right outside of Greenville. And I'm going to run till Sunday, because once I do take off, which will be like Christmas Eve, or that's probably what it'll be, that Sunday, I'm going to take the rest of the year off. And when I come back, I'll come back as a media director for GMP. But I'm going to be getting the kids for a few days. So I'm excited about those hugs, those kisses, and those laughs. Yeah. Let's see. Back to the comments. But we're praying for you, Ken Justice. You hang in there, man. I'm sorry you've been spending so much time in the hospital and stuff, but I hope at least you got, some cool, pretty nurses that are taking good care of you. Am I planning anything special? I'm always planning something special, man. Let's see. Okay, this is mainly Kentucky and Ken commenting in here. William Chester asks, where the hell I've been? Well, I've been spending more time. I hate when that happens. I looked on my Qualcomm and it said, do you want to send a message? Yes or no? Well, I thought I'd sent it already. So I sent it. I know I haven't been cranking out the content, but that's okay. I've just been taking a little time off from it, not rushing anything and putting out junk. Because in 2019, I think you guys are going to notice a difference. And my expectation is you're going to absolutely love the difference. That's my expectation. I don't know. My brain's just starting to work differently after I took time off and I hadn't been, getting any road footage or anything. I've just been taking things in more than I had in the past, especially when I was videoing all the time. I would just take a step back and look at things, and I'm start seeing the angles, how I would want to shoot it and things like that. And I'm a lot more interested in videos that I have a plan instead of the running gun. I mean, you can always do the running gun. I guess I can always do the running gun. But in 2019, one of the things I'm going to start really challenging myself to do is step up as a creator and take it seriously. And any project I'm going to put my stamp on, my name on, it's going to be on my channel, or I get paid by somebody to make it. It's going to be thought out, and the lighting's going to be good, going to make sure the sound's good, do sound checks, and not be in like this enormous freaking hurry, which my whole career, you guys have known me, I've pretty much been in a hurry. That's, just trying to get as much as I can. But I really need to get a referral bonus. Now, one thing that I didn't calculate the other day as far as to hit the $80,000, which it's already, well, heck, I had it in my calculator on my phone, but I'm doing this, but it's really really close. I think I'm like 2,100 away right now, and I've got all the running that we've done since Monday night. Here's how it went. Me and Elvis teamed up, got together. There ain't gonna be a video of it. I got a little video coverage, and then while this happened, and well, hence there ain't a Trucker Jam and Elvis Ride Again video out there. Um, they kind of were talking to Elvis about this. They didn't tell me anything, but they were talking to Elvis about this. And I'd heard about this truck before. There was a day cab down in Laredo. They wanted to get back to Greer. It broke down or something down there. It got fixed, and they wanted it back to Laredo. So after, let's see, Elvis started, and then I drove a full shift, 600 and whatever miles. But on the way, we stopped, and I got this huge $20 bag of crackling, and I was just shoveling it in my mouth going down the road, right? As I was going through Houston, which I was going to stop on the other side of Houston, I just did not feel good. Like, I felt like I was about to crap on myself. I started feeling like I was about to puke. And so I was stopping in Katy at the Loves, is where we were going to switch and everything. And I had to pull over. And well, right before I pulled, Elvis said, "You okay, Jim?" I'm like, "Ugh." I pulled over and I had to stand on the front step there at the interstate and just blow chunks, on the interstate. And then I, went on to the Loves, and I threw up again there and had to use the bathroom. I was not feeling good at all. So, I didn't eat anything else, and I went to sleep. And I wake up down on Laredo, and Elvis is, I don't know, he's saying something. He said, I talked to Elvis later, he said I was a kind of a dick to him. I just was sleeping. But Elvis, he was, I don't know if you guys could see that, but I don't know, he was like doing like this, and I don't know, trying to figure out how to get to the top bunk. But I would say proper technique to get there would be more like, I don't know. It's not the easiest top bunk to get on. And I don't think Elvis did. Because I woke up and he had me locked in the dirt yard there at Laredo. I mean, he probably didn't lock me in, but somebody locked me in. But I woke up. Now, he had already got the inspection done, so that was cool. And I delivered the load, and then I got the load I delivered last night. Which it takes if you do awesome, I mean, you're awesome. Which really means you don't start your clock in Laredo until you're ready to leave that mug, because we get paid 1,250 miles, but it's actually 1,300 miles from like the Greenville, South Carolina area to where we go in Laredo. So the 65-mile-an-hour truck, you cannot mess around. You can't. It is hustle, hustle, hustle to make it to Laredo in 2 shifts. Most people don't do it. I'll just tell you straight up, most people don't do it. I did it, though, and delivered that load on time, and now I'm doing one of these Volvo loads. I forget where I was going with that. That's the hard thing on these live videos. I lose my train of thought. Let's see. Dustin says, "Little dog is coming off the road." I have not heard that. I hadn't watched a little dog video or really anybody else. I started a little guy video the other day, but I didn't make it too far. Let's see. I have. They've been very well. No, I am not done trucking. As the media director, I mean, to make the kind of content I want to make, man, I got to be around trucks. So I'm still going to have this truck right here, and I'm going to be trucking two days a week most weeks. So, I mean, there'll probably be occasional 3 days a week. My main thing is I'm going to be the media director. It's kind of what we're calling it anyway. But, we're just calling it that because I don't know, that's what I wrote down. And I went through so many because I brainstormed that too. What was it? I was talking to the Zello guys. I was the solutions coordinator or something like that. But getting to awesome is a process. And I'm getting ready to get off here, guys, because I don't feel him bumping around. And he told me their light don't work. But if you're looking for a little extra inspiration, this may not work for everybody. But I was always a football player when I was, little and in high school, and been a football fan, since 1984 anyway. And there's this series. You can find them on YouTube. They're very well done, but it's called Football Stories or Football Life. There's a bunch of them. I watched the one on Walter Payton, Earl Campbell, Steve Young. The one I'm in the middle of now is Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare. Steve Smith. I watched his yesterday, which he may be my favorite receiver of all time. He's like, I don't know, an inch taller than me. And awesome. Everybody knows who he is probably because he's played in the Super Bowl. But I think it's Football Life or Football Stories. There's a lot of them, and they're really good. And all of these, players that became not only college players. I'm sure they were all stars in high school and then college, but made it to the NFL and had a great career, in the NFL. And most of these guys are doing these videos on also in the Hall of Fame type of thing. And, all, it just goes to show, whether we're talking about celebrities or big time successful, business people, most people, well, not as many people, they're not as known by many people like on their way up when they arrive and they have this, career of success. Then, they kind of become a household name and, they make little videos about them. But all of them has went, through struggles and processes and made decisions and made a change. Or, a lot of them, one of their mom was working like 4 jobs just to take care of them. They were so supportive and wouldn't miss any of their football games. Well, the thing that was important to them was retiring mama and getting mama a new house and let mama chill for a bit. Whatever your inspiration is. But those are cool if you ever get a chance to check any of them out. I'm sure a lot of you have seen some of these before. But I'm going to review these comments, hit your questions. We're about at the 27 mark right now. So, around 30 minutes, we're going to call it a wrap, all right? But if I don't see you, well, I probably won't see most of you guys. Have a Merry Christmas. If you're fortunate enough to have family or friends to spend time with, be thankful for that and count your blessings. That's really what makes life sweet is the moments that we share with other people. But at times, we got to do stuff by ourselves, don't we? And your goal setting, unless somebody, part of your mastermind alliance, I mean, sure, talk with other people about it if that's something you're comfortable with, but that's more of an internal you thing. Can't nobody else make your ass better. You got to do it. One more thing. Go Bears. All right, Justin C. Okay. Hall in America. Hey, Jim. There's some good folk up there around Greenwood. I met my other half in Easley. All right, cool. Yeah, there are some good people in Greenwood. I hope I get to spend a little time. I'm picking the kids up the day after Christmas. More than likely, I made it south of the border. And guess we're going to go to my mom's and spend a few days down in Abbeville County. So I'm hoping maybe hook up with some of my old friends, maybe let the kids play with their kids, have a good time. And then I guess I was going to take them back Friday, but that ain't quite enough time, So I think I may keep them till Sunday. The Gamecocks are playing in their bowl game Saturday. I had thought about possibly going to the bowl game. That would be cool in Charlotte, but I may just watch it on TV with the kids. More than likely, that's what I'm going to do. All right, anybody got anything else before I hit the X on this? thanks a lot, next gen. You know, I am getting very used to a beard, and I don't expect you guys are going to see a clean shaved Trucker Jim in a thumbnail anytime soon. I just don't see it coming. But back to the goal setting thing, which was the purpose of this video, and then I went 30 minutes with it, is take time to think at least a day, but a week would be better. To and during this time, especially if you do the week, try your best to be away from your phone a minimum of 30 minutes before you lay down, and you want to sleep good during this time if you can, because a lot of times that's where your inspiration comes to you. It's through your dreams or like first thing in the morning after you've been well rested. So take time to think, review past goals, reflect what lessons have you learned. If you don't have any goals to look back on, absorb that for a moment, okay? But at the same time, don't beat yourself up because only 3% of people have written goals. So even if you don't have a detailed written out roadmap for every part of your life, even if you just start that, you're going to see results and good things going to begin to happen. And think about the person you could be if you had a plan. Like if you had the most amazing, genius plan that guarantees success, you can't fail if you follow the plan. How awesome could you be if you had that kind of plan? Okay, well now let's start working on making that plan, which starts with do a brainstorming page. There's no rules. I mean, I put short-term, mid-term, long-term up at the top to kind of, as far as the arrangement where I put things, whether it's something that's more immediate on this side, something that's going to take a little longer on this side, but just brainstorm. Try your best to fill up the page where you can't fit no other words on the page. Get it? And then similar to that, a better me is what I like to call it. Describe the way you would like to be described by others. Put some thought into that, and we're going to revisit that in the next video, which will be goal setting 2019. Hey, but thanks a lot for everybody that tuned in. Thanks for everyone that's watching this on the replay. Your thumbs up are also always appreciated. Comments are probably my favorite though. And I know I read your comments, I do, and at times I have been great at replying back, and other times I have not replied back. But hopefully, as a media director, one of my goals is to be better at that. Not a slave to it, but much better at it. But I definitely do read your comments, guys. Hey, but thanks a lot for tuning in. Feel free to share this video with anyone else. If you want to see past videos because you're just going through withdrawals, because I haven't been uploading too much for the past month. Guys, there's like 400 videos on the channel. There's 3 seasons. But season 3, I don't know. You guys ain't going to get many more out of season 3 because 2019 is on the way, and that's when season 4 and a whole lot of other things are going to start. Hey, but I just wanted to get this out to you guys. Hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas, and I hope next year is the best year of your life. But everyone, please be safe out there and keep on trucking.